Welcome to the Mind Myself podcast. I'm Esther, and it is my pleasure to be bringing you information about healthcare approaches, health issues, and people's health journey stories, all from the complementary, holistic, and integrative perspectives, helping you become your own best health advocate and helping you make your own informed choices because you matter.
Welcome to the Mind Myself podcast. I'm Esther, founder and CEO of Mind Myself, and it is my pleasure to welcome our guest today, Lucie Dube. Welcome, Lucie.
Thank you so much, Esther.
We know that you have an amazing health journey story to tell us, and we're really wanting to hear some of the details. Tell us about what happened to you that made you completely transform your health.
Thank you. So yes, very easy. 17 years ago, I opened a restaurant bakery. And prior to that, I was always in nutrition and everything was great. Like my dailies were perfect. I had lots of energy. I was raising 5 kids on my own for 10 years. And yeah, it was all perfect. And I was working all the time outside the house. So when I opened the bakery restaurant, just prior to opening, I knew that I had to go see the doctor because for the last 2 months prior to that, maybe because of the stress of opening, because it's a lot of work, all of a sudden, I would try to eat something and I couldn't hardly eat. And my stomach was hurting all the time. And I thought, what's going on here? Like there's something not right. So make a long story short, at first I started going to the health store saying, you know what, like let's try more greens. And I would talk to the health store people, the client, some of them are there for 10 years. They know a lot. And one lady said, oh, try Physium, try this. And nothing was working. It wasn't making it better. It was not making it worse. It just wasn't working. So my problem at the time was the worst for me was also the energy because I needed to be there to do what I had to do to open. So I go to the doctor, he puts me in the hospital for a couple of days and I ended up having colitis. Yes. So that was a very difficult journey because at that time you had to have strong medicine. Until a friend of mine that's a nurse said, but you know what? You could change a few things. And I said, I'd be open to that. But I wasn't going to let the meds until the doctor said I could let the meds go. And I have to say, it's been over 10 years that the doctor always says to me, because I talk to him on the phone maybe every year or every 6 months, and he'll say, keep doing what you're doing because you're fine. Like all your test result comes back all so good. And and I always say to him, why don't you tell your patients? I can help them.
Amazing. So what did you do that shifted? And you're off meds. So that was a journey. You're not recommending that people just go off their meds. So what did you do that made the difference and that shifted you into health?
So what I did at that time, I remember at the beginning was like I was a bit scared to do a lot of changes. So I did it gradually. Mm-hmm. And I made sure also that I had meals, but I had snacks. Because sometimes when we're really busy and we're doing a lot of things, people are saying, oh, well, as long as you have 2 meals or 3 meals a day and things like that, it's all going to work out. It's not always the case for everyone. And also, it's not always the case for everyone that they don't understand, that sometimes if you clean your liver and you clean your kidneys without having to do full day cleanse or second 2-day cleanse. And at that time, I had never done anything like intermittent fasting. And I remember thinking, I don't think I could do that, And I remember thinking, this is going to be really tough. And then I thought, but what if it does help? Because I was having so much problem sleeping. And also I was a little bit foggy because, in the morning I would get up and I think, oh, I'm not really a lot of clarity. And you need that mental clarity to run a business or even to work.
Absolutely. Absolutely, especially a new business. So you tried intermittent fasting, even though you were scared, which is great. And then what did you do when that started to have a response? What else did you do?
So I only did a little bit. I would do like 12, 14 hours and then once a week, and then twice a week. But I always made sure to, for the snacks, like I always say, you don't know until you have a snack in between your breakfast or your lunch and your dinner, and you're going to have a little snack like 6 or 8 almonds. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, because your body needs to be well nourished all day and you need to do up your water, everybody knows that. But I really believe that people sometimes just get like I did, was like I was stuck. I didn't know exactly where to go, what to do. And I thought, I can't try everything from the health store and then just be worse off. I need to find a solution that I'm going to be able to go, wow. So it did a wow for me.
So the intermittent fasting, very small snacks in between your meals, upping your water intake. Was there any other thing that was very significant that just went, okay, that's the thing that tipped me over the edge into health?
Yeah, so I started taking some adaptogens that help me with my cortisol. So if you had a stressful day, that's the way I can explain it. If you had a stressful day, it would calm you down. And if you needed that extra energy a little bit, it would give it to you.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I always say, but not all the adaptogens are the same. So, there again, you have to really be mindful.
Absolutely. So you learned about a process that you went through, the adaptogens that you would recommend for people. And I'm imagining as a health coach, that every person is different. So they're going to need slightly different things. Some people might need snacks throughout the day and some people might not. So you'll help work with people to determine what's best for them. That's what I'm hearing you say, right?
Exactly.
Mm. And what's something that's unique about your health coaching versus, say, 100 other people who are doing health coaching?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that, Esther, because when I started just because I believed in it so much because of my own health journey. And I thought, if I didn't know anything and if I was scared, what if I can help someone else? Because I find a lot of people, they just think, oh, I'm just a bit too scared to open that door and be open to changing one or two habits. And that's the key. I believe that's the key, because I always say, you don't know what you don't know. If you can just open the door a little bit, you're going to go like, wow, this is amazing. I have people that always say to me, wow. And that's why I keep doing it for the last 10 years. And I want to keep doing it because it's something that is good and it's rewarding to see a great health journey for people and be able to let them be, on their own. After 60 days, they usually say, I'm good now, Lucie. I'll just send you a message if I need help.
That's awesome. And so 60 days, so how would you respond to somebody who's been there, done that, tried it all, been on so many diets, and they come to you? I get the sense that you're very compassionate. What would you say to somebody like that watching this?
I'd say, you know what? You have nothing to lose. I'm offering you a free session to check it out for yourself. And I will be able to listen to what your needs are. And yes, like we can go from there, because it's so important for you to know that it's not something you've tried before. And it's not something that I'm going to do drastic change, because some people, they go, I don't want to change anything. But I do want to feel better. I want to have more mental clarity. I want to be able to have more energy. I want to be able to sleep better. I want to do more. And that's why I'm all about.
That's awesome. And if somebody's watching this and they're really discouraged and going, oh, she says that, but I don't know if I believe her, how would you respond?
I'm going to say, I'm giving you a regain control health session for free. So you have nothing to lose. We're going to do this together, and then you'll see the difference.
Wow. So you've been doing this for people for 10 years because you've had so much success in your own health. What's one thing you'd like to leave your listener with today?
It's open the door and check it out.
Open the door and check it out. You heard it here, Lucie Dube. We will have all her contact information in the notes attached to this. And come and check out the Mind Myself website. It also is filled with fabulous information, other blogs, podcasts, definitions and descriptions about various different healthcare options and health issues. So we will see you on the website. Thank you again, Lucie, for being here.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Thank you for being with us at the Mind Myself podcast today. We know that time is precious and you've spent some of your valuable time with us. We're grateful. If you would like to reach out to our guest directly, the information is below. And if you would like more from Mind Myself, that information is also below. Please visit our website and check out all the information about the different complementary, holistic, and integrative healthcare approaches, information about health issues, more podcasts, tons of blogs, and we even have a community page for you where you could reach out and tell your story safely, or you could ask questions and perhaps somebody else in the world is going through something similar to you. In any case, we're so glad you're with us, and we're doing this because you matter.